Hello, everybody. We'll wait for more people to get in here. I'm gonna run downstairs, make sure everything's good to go. Um, do you guys need a lineup? Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. Okay, that's fine.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the third annual Ladies' Night at Seymour Park for the Peninsula Oilers baseball. And the crowd goes wild. Thank you. All right, this evening the Oilers will be taking on the Chinooks in Game 5 of the five-game series. I have just a couple housekeeping items want to take care of. We absolutely encourage the guys to hit the ball over the field fence.
All right. Let a few more people get in here.
You can follow the Oilers on Facebook or X. When you can't be at the game, you can listen on ESPN 1140 AM or stream live on RadioKenai.com. As always, the Peninsula Oilers would like to thank all of our sponsors for their generous support this year. Please support them as they support the Oilers. Sorry, I'm going to stand like right here when I say
You're good.
so. I don't want to scare you.
It's all good.
It's a mental thing.
It's all good. You're fine.
Scare him. He's going to be, oh my God, go back there.
Forget one. We'll get a few more people in here. I am back for one game. Clayton had to leave early for another thing pertaining to the same wedding he missed. What was it? A couple weeks ago. So I am back for one game here in Kenai. So we'll wait for a couple more people to get in. We got some pregame stuff to go through. It's ladies' night here in Kenai, so we got some national anthem stuff and some other pregame stuff to do, and then we'll get started here around 6:30, 6:40, I think. So I'm gonna double check my roster stuff, and we'll be back in probably 7 minutes or so. So as we finish up the pre-game introductions with the cancer survivors and people who are standing for them, pretty cool there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have rehearsed this a lot of times. Please rise, remove your caps for our national anthem.
That's been something I received
Knowlton.
Knowlton.
Let me know if that's better, Jody.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Pretty impressive stuff there.
Before we continue tonight's
Let me
game,
know
we'd
if that
like to take
field
a
mic
moment
audio
to
is a
thank
little
one
too
much
loud and
in
it drowns
baseball.
me out.
Tonight is Safe Second
It's
Base
kind of a
night.
weird setup in here.
Breast cancer has touched
Um,
families throughout our community. It's touched people sitting in these stands with players or staff, and so many of our friends. Some of you here tonight are survivors. Some are currently fighting, and some are carrying the memory of someone you love. If you are a breast cancer survivor, currently in treatment, living with metastatic breast cancer, or have been touched by this journey in any way, I invite you to stand or raise your hand. Friends, take a look around you.
so
These
big
survivors
ovation
represent incredible
for the
courage,
cancer survivors.
resilience, and hope. They face challenges most of us can only imagine, and their strength truly inspires us all. To every survivor here tonight, we see you, we honor you, and
Turn
we
it down a
stand
little
with
bit,
you.
Dad, because
And to the families and
I don't want it
friends,
to
the
be too loud
caregivers
to
who
where it
walk
doesn't.
beside them, your love and support have made a
Um,
difference in every step
what's
they've
it called?
taken.
Drown me out.
All right,
But let
Oilers
me know if that's a
fans,
little better.
this is what community looks like. When one person fights, we rally. When one person finds hope, we
There are no
celebrate.
doors in this booth,
So
so
on the
if you're
count
an
of
announcer,
3,
you'll probably be able to
let's
hear
make
pretty
as much
loud.
noise as we can for the fighters, the survivors, and the caregivers, and the loved ones who never gave up. 1, 2, 3.
A big cheer there.
Thank you, my friends, for helping us recognize these incredible members of our community.
Field mic much
Tonight
louder
isn't
than
just
me,
about
but
baseball, it's about hope,
I'll turn it down a little bit.
awareness, and reminding one another that
Turn
no one
myself
fights
up.
alone. To every survivor, every fighter, every caregiver, every family member, thank
Let
you
me
for
know if that's a
reminding
little
us
better.
exactly what
Turn
courage
down the
looks
field
like.
mic. I know it can.
Tonight's first pitch, we're throwing that in your honor. Now let's play some ball.
Let me know if that's a little better. So, if you missed those starting lineups, for the Chinooks, leading off it'll be Reese Vassar, then Austin Young, Kirby Jenkins, Phoenix West, Cal Whip, Kai Butler, Drew Hurst, Nick Moyer, Carter Reed, and taking the bump for the Chinooks tonight, Drew McCartney. Chinooks looking to win this series, tied at 2 apiece right now of this 5-game set. Had some pretty entertaining games of baseball this week. Game 1 went to the Chinooks in an 18-7 victory. And then the second game and third game went to the the Oilers. And then the Chinooks took Game 4 last night in one of the best outings we've seen from the bullpen. Cade Rowland threw 5 scoreless coming out of the pen. Very impressive stuff from him. Exactly what you want when you are the Chinooks. And Reese Vassar will lead it off for the Chinooks in this one. Looking to get us started. Would be a big, big win today for the Chinooks, as I believe we're just 1 game back of the Kenai Peninsula Oilers. I think we're sitting at 12-9 right now. But a big opportunity for the Chinooks to get back in that first place spot in the league, tied for first place spot in the league. First pitch fouled to the right side, and it's going to be out of play for Lusky, so there's strike 1. Cole Dixon on the mound for the Oilers out of Arkansas Tech. Pitched against us the other day. Not too bad of an outing from him. And second pitch going to catch the outside corner for a strike. So quickly 0-2 on Vassar. Third pitch going to miss. So count goes to 1-2. Had some long games this week. Very long games this week in Kenai. I don't think a game has gone under 3.5 hours. So wouldn't mind a quicker one today as we are headed back to Chugiak tonight. Going to be a late night, long drive as Takeshi joins me in the booth. What's up, brother? As that one is lifted out to center field and hauled in for the first out. That's mine. Yeah, it's JJ's. It's all good. So up comes Austin Young, catcher out of Fresno State. You just here to chill or what? All right, bet. Austin gave his Triple H this week, so that was good to hear. That one's going to be in there for strike 1. Oilers in their pink Cancer tribute jerseys tonight. Chinooks in their away navies. White pants, white hat. That one's fouled off to the right side. Not too many right now. They can hear just about everything. Yeah, they can hear you talking. It's kind of like low, but. Strike 3 there for Young. So quickly 2 away here in the top of the first as up comes Kirby Jenkins to face his teammate. Kirby Jenkins just finished his last year at Arkansas Tech. He's going to return as a coach. A little nod from Dixon and Jenkins. And Jenkins looking to get out of the little slump that he's in right now. He's found a lot of barrels, but he's found a lot of gloves at the same time. As the first one is swung on and missed. 58 watching right now. Curveball in there for a ball. So we'll say it. It's been some interesting calls this week, but it's been pretty entertaining as this one's fouled straight back. It's one thing that Oilers and Chinooks fans can agree on this week. As that one is low, so brings the count to 2-2. Twos are wild on the board for Kirby Jenkins. Kirby and some of the guys went fishing this morning. As that one's going to miss on the outside corner, so brings the count to full. Phoenix West on deck, who had a go-ahead triple in last night's win late in the game. This one's hit out to right field. Right fielder's not going to get there, but it is going to drop foul. I don't have any positions for them right now. Good to hear you, Trace. Hello, Elaine. Good to see that you're watching. Yeah, they just have infield, outfield, infield, outfield. Well, I guess we'll figure that out as we go along. Oh, it's because that's fine. I'll do that right now. Or if you want to do that, that'd be phenomenal. It's a little blurry, but you can see what positions they are. That one's going to be swung on and missed, and that will retire the side. So 3 up, 3 down for Dixon here in the top of the first. Due up for the Oilers, it'll be Cannon, Graw, and Nellis. And we'll be right back on the Chinooks Network.
Disclaimer tonight. I want you to know that each one of these songs were handpicked for the Oilers. So know the difference is love, guys.
So there's the throwdown from Young as McCartney takes the mound. Austin's grandparents saying hello from Fresno, California. Beautiful town of Fresno. Lived there for a couple years. Austin's a great guy. We love having him on the team. He's a veteran presence. So Shane Cannon out of the University of California will lead it off for the Oilers. No, UCal, like University of Cal. First pitch, breaking ball, going to miss outside. Good take by Cannon. So 1-0, beautiful day in Kenai today. Sun's poking through the clouds. Last couple days we've had a little bit of chilly, a little bit of rain, a little bit of sun, a little bit of everything. But that's pretty much Kenai for you. As that one's in there for a strike. Guys have been doing a little bit of everything. Fishing after the games, fishing in the mornings. We're staying at a really cool Christian camp that's got a lake. So some of the guys have been doing some kayaking and fire pits at night. There's some basketball courts, and it's been a really fun week. Sad to see it end, but we'll be back in Chugiak tonight. Couple days off tomorrow and Saturday, and then back to work on Sunday. No, but that's McCormick's. McCormick is 25. Breaking ball from McCartney, going to be in there for strike 2, so count moves to 1-2. Couple off speeds here from McCartney, keeping them on their toes. Shakes off the first sign, nods to the second. Comes set. And Cannon will take that down and away for ball 2. Another breaking ball from McCartney, so looking to establish that early. Thank you for doing that. Jack Holubowski. I think it's H-U-L-O-W. So 2-2 count from McCartney as this one's lifted way up to right field to Kirby Jenkins. As he trots in, gets under, and makes the catch for the first out of the inning for McCartney. And up comes number 13, Nolan Graw out of South Dakota State. Yes, I believe so. First pitch to Graw is in there for a ball. McCartney's given us some good starts this year. Doesn't really mess around too much, just kind of locks in and gets going. I give him some grief about this a lot. He's a pickoff artist. And one of his favorite things to do on the mound is pick off. So once somebody gets on, hopefully nobody gets on, but if somebody does get on, you will see. He loves to pick off, but he is good at it. So I guess there's that. So count is 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Graw. As this one's fouled straight back. So 1-2. We're going through the list of things that McCartney's good at, and he wanted me to list cornhole. He's a very good basketball player, good pitcher, really good golfer, and he said he needs to make sure that I mention that he's a good cornhole player. As that one's going to bounce in there for ball 2. So 2-2 count to Graw. Thank you for doing that. And it's Cole Dixon, the pitcher, number 22. Like I said, this week has been some fun baseball. Series tied at 2-2. This is game 5 of this week's 5-game set. As that is a called strike 3 on the outside corner. McCartney gets his first strikeout of the night. Graw goes down looking, and up comes Mark Nellis. Connors State, speaking of, I said it before, Cade Rowland last night out of Connors State as well. Just an absolute gem of a bullpen showing. 5 straight shutout innings to send the Oilers home with a loss last night. Kansas City, just KCC, Kansas City, Kansas Community College. But yeah, Kansas City, Kansas Community College. Yeah, it's a tongue twister. McCartney's first pitch in there for a ball, so 1-0. Second one, a breaking ball, going to miss. 2-0 to Nellis. But yeah, a couple connections here with Dixon and Kirby Jenkins at Arkansas Tech, and then Hassan Claver and Nealis and Roland all at Connors State, as that one's going to miss. So 3-0. So pretty cool connections here up in Alaska. A lot of guys playing for similar or same teams. How? I think you're good. So 4-pitch walk for Nealis as up comes Luke Lusky, first baseman, who's homered in this series. As he comes up to Milkshake, a little shake of the head from him and a smile.
From South Tennessee, we got our first baseman, number 19.
We have found out this week this Oilers team can hit the cover off the baseball. As there it is, your first pickoff of the game from McCartney. But yeah, these guys can hit the cover off the baseball. 12 hits last night. I think they've just about had double-digit hits in every game this series. Yeah, it's fine. Just draw a line or something. So 5 straight balls for McCartney, looking to reel it back in here. Thank you. Shout out to Takeshi for redoing the lineup for me because I did it wrong the first time. And there's the second pickoff of the at-bat. I like giving him crap for that because he knows he does it. The funny thing is he knows he does it, and he knows he's pretty decent at it. As that one is popped way up on the infield as Moyer drifts over and will collect it for the third out of the bottom of the first, and that'll do it for the first inning. And 0-0 here after one in Kenai. As up comes Phoenix West, Cal Whip, and Kai Butler. So middle of the order coming up for the Chinooks, and we'll be right back on the Chinooks Network.
This inning, we're just going to start giving away some of our prizes we have. With that, I want to thank our sponsors. We've got Kevin Sievers for this inning, Curtain Call, and I say this every single inning. So many members of our community have done a great job with information, so thank you to all of them. First number, 014-882. You can pick up your prize in the soup shack. Pick number 2, 014-881. Pick number 3, 014-938. And you guys can pick up your prize down in the soup shack.
So there's the throw down from Oakley's. Up comes Phoenix West. Pretty cool last night. Phoenix came off the field, had a lot on his mind, a lot on his heart. A couple of the guys prayed for him. He'd been, struggling a little bit at the plate. They prayed for him, and next day he hit a go-ahead triple. Crazy how that works, man. Amazing. But first pitch to West is going to miss up and away. Like I said, Dixon has pitched against us this week, so we have seen him before. Whip on deck and Butler in the hole. That one's going to be fouled down to the left side, down to the bullpen. Dixon? It's game 1 or game 2? Because I remember him almost hitting Kirby, and we all kind of went crazy in the dugout. But speaking of that left field line, the beer garden, we appreciate those fans down there. They've kept it entertaining all week, chirping us a little bit and giving us some grief, but they've been respectful. It's been fun to talk to them and get to know them. As a 2-1 pitch is going to be in there for a strike, so count is 2-2. Phoenix West out of Harding University, which congrats to Asher Abrams, as that is lifted up to left field and going to find a glove. So the first out of the inning is a pop up to left, as up comes Cal Whip. But as I was saying, speaking of Harding, congrats to Asher Abrams for committing to Harding. So him and Phoenix will be teammates this fall and spring seasons. So first pitch to Whip, as that is going to be in there for strike one on the outside corner. I was just telling Takeshi, I like this angle view of the camera. You can kind of see the whole field. That misses on the outside. Kind of see the whole field. Get a wide angle view of it. So it's pretty convenient for the viewers at home. Kind of see everything that's happening. I know some people are walking in and out of frame here, but just kind of got to deal with it. So swung on and missed. Count's going to move to 0-2. Okay, we're good on battery there. The 0-2 pitch to Whip is a breaking ball. Going to be fouled out of play. So Cal stays alive. I keep bringing it up, and I will probably bring it up a couple more times throughout this broadcast. It has just been an absolutely fun series with this team. Back and forth, close games, blowouts. It's at everything. Good pitching, good hitting. As this one's lifted to right field and camped under it and caught. So 2 away quickly, 2 up, 2 down. As up comes Kai Butler, who probably had one of the best hitting performances I've ever seen in game 2, I believe, of this series. He went 6 for 7. Almost went, it was game 1, almost went 7 for 7. His first at bat, he lined out to the warning track. But 6 for 7 with a few RBIs and some doubles and some singles, as that is a check swing liner that will be taken to the bag by Lusky. So quick work from Dixon in inning number 2. Score's still the same. We'll be right back on the Chinooks Network.
With Central Peninsula Hospital. Remember, in baseball and life, it's all about saving second base. Check yourself, support the cause, and let's have a ball. All right, up next for the Oilers.
So up comes the catcher, Reed Oakley. Out of Kansas City, Kansas Community College. McCartney about to begin his second inning of work. Give up a walk in the first, but no further damage was done there, as he got the next hitter to pop up to the shortstop. So the first pitch is going to miss on the outside. As Quinn joins us in the booth, our amazing photographer. McCartney comes to the plate. This one's lifted out to deep center field. Butler's back in a beautiful route. Beautiful route from Kai Butler. That ball was hit pretty well all the way back to the warning track. A good swing there from Oakley. So up comes Holubowski out of Bradley University. Butler's been the perfect replacement since we lost J.D. Wolf back to the academy. He has just been the perfect replacement in center field as the breaking ball is in there for a strike. But our outfield is, I think, one of the best in the league. Kai Butler in center, Phoenix West in left, and then Kirby Jenkins in right. Lots of speed, lots of range. Very good bats as well, as that one's going to just miss on the outside corner. So McCartney gets the sign he wants. So he comes set, 1-1 count. And that one's going to miss inside, so moves the count to 2-1. If you guys have any questions for me or Takeshi, feel free to ask him in the comments. Like I'd said before, some long baseball games this week. So we would not mind a quick one today, as that one's going to miss outside. So 3-1 to Holubowski. And that one's going to be fouled straight back. So moves the count to full. McCartney from, I can't remember the exact town, but he is from Michigan. I think I want to say he's like an hour south of Detroit, something like that. Can't remember. No, because he's a Michigan State guy. Michigan State guy. So, full count to Holubowski. McCartney looking for his second strikeout. And he's gonna not get it. A great curveball there from McCartney, and it's gonna miss on the outer half. And that just proves my point to what I said at the beginning of the game, but we'll go with it. He's one pitch away, but up comes Owen Musil, also out of Kansas City, Kansas Community College. Austin Young was fully prepared to throw that around the horn, as there's another pickoff move from McCartney. St. Clair, Michigan. There it is. Thank you. I knew it was somewhere up north. I knew it was Michigan. I just didn't know exactly, so I appreciate that. And that's going to miss inside. So 1-0. Should I predict a pickoff move here? Kind of feel it coming on. You could probably predict 2 per at bat and probably have pretty good odds, but short lead at first as McCartney comes set. And we won't get it this time, but this one's going to be jammed into right center field, but it's just going to go station to station. Little inside on the hands jam shot out to right center field. It's going to get down. So first and second, 1 out for the right fielder Carson McCormick out of Allen Community College. So 1 pitch away from getting out of it for McCartney if he can get himself a ground ball. Big breaking ball is going to miss high. A little bit of a trend in this one have been the Oilers scoring first and then kind of the Chinooks climbing their way back throughout the game. The other day, we got down 2 early in the first inning and then put up 8 in the second. Ended up with 20 hits and 18 runs in that one. And then next few games, we got down early, tied it, and lost it late. Got walked off the other night, which was unfortunate, but that was a phenomenal game. Went into extras and just fought. Evan Rossi had a 54-pitch bullpen outing, so he did phenomenal, and just in the end, it was one swing that won it for the Oilers, but we came back with a big win last night to even the series, so winner take all today. That one's going to be in there for a strike, so 2-1. Deep breath from McCartney. Comes set. So the 2-1 count here to McCormick. And this one's going to be hit into left field. And station to station once again. So bases loaded, 1 out. No harm done yet. Just a good swing there from McCormick will bring up the 9-hole hitter Luke Skinner out of Bradley University. So a little trouble here early for McCartney. See if he can get himself out of it before any real damage is done. Like I said, up comes Luke Skinner, the second baseman. Looking for a rollover ground ball or a pop fly or something to get us out of this inning. That's going to miss on the outside corner for ball 1. So looking to reel it back in here. McCartney looking to get away from any damage that could happen in this inning. Swung on and missed. A good pitch there from Drew. Brings the count to 1-1. Looked like a changeup. Big spot here early for both teams. Chinooks trying to get out of it unscathed. Oilers trying to tack on a few here early. This one's going to be pulled to the right side and through. Gets past Carter Reed at first. Jenkins turns and throws it in. And the Oilers are going to strike first here in the bottom of the second on a bases loaded single from Luke Skinner. McCartney gets the ground ball he needed, just got past Reed at first. And the Oilers are going to take an early 2-0 lead. So back up to the top of the order, and Shane Cannon, as Young goes out and talks to his pitcher. But based off the way the bats have been in this series, this score will not stay 2-0. Cartney looking for another ground ball as that one's going to miss. Good pitch there, though. Good breaking ball. And good stop there from Young. That one pulled a little bit, so 2-0. Drew looking to limit the damage here. 2-0 Oilers on a 2-run bases loaded single from Luke Skinner. And there's your pickoff move. Close over there at first, but he's back in time. What? That's 4 already. We'll keep count. And that one is going to be low. So 3-0. Looked like a good pitch there. 3-0. Walk doesn't kill you, doesn't bring a run home. But a ground ball would be perfect in this situation. And there's your automatic right down the middle. So 3-1. Assume Cannon's looking to get a hit here. Should be swinging if he gets one close enough. McCartney comes set. 3-1 count. And that is going to miss inside. So another walk from McCartney. Bases loaded, 1 out still, as out comes pitching coach Joey Levitt for a quick talk with his pitcher. So we'll be right back in just a minute on the Chinooks Network. So up comes Nolan Graw, the DH. Bases loaded, 1 out. Oilers have already plated 2 today, or 2 in this inning. And a good changeup there for the first pitch. So 0-1 to Graw. Once again, McCartney looking to limit the damage here in the bottom of the second. And this is going to be ripped down the first base side again, but going to roll foul. So 0-2. McCartney looking to get his best pitch in there right here. Trying to get out of the inning. As we don't really have to let them know there was a camera right there, but that's funny. So 1-2 count from McCartney. Looking to get out of it right here with one pitch. As that is going to barely miss Graw on the inside corner. So 2-2. As lefty Cade Carrington starts to get warmed up in the pen. Just playing a little bit of catch. McCartney, deep breath. As that is going to be spiked and Young. It'll get back to the backstop. So 3-0 Oilers. A wild pitch from Drew, and now it's 2nd and 3rd. Looks like Audie might have caught that off the hand maybe. Doesn't look too happy. Probably didn't feel too good if that caught the hand, as JJ Pruneau trots down to the... That might be Luke. Yep. As Zaromsky trots down to the bullpen. So a little trouble here in the 2nd inning for McCartney. Full count to Graw. 2nd and 3rd, 1 out. Taken out any way he can here. And that is going to miss outside, so another walk. And Cade Carrington's warm-up now turns into get hot quickly. So up comes number 8, Mark Nellis, the center fielder, and a spot to really pour it on here in the second inning already. 3-0 Oilers, bases loaded, still only one away. And that is going to hit Mark Nellis, so in comes another run. And up comes power hitter Luke Lusky. So bases loaded still, one out. As the Oilers bring in the 4th run of the inning, and Young is going to go out and talk to his pitcher once again. Just not ideal for the Chinooks here early. Just a deep breath, just a calm down conversation on the mound. As Babe is going to come out of the bullpen. I'm not cutting out CD unless it's like really bad during the inning. If I'm talking and it kind of just goes completely mute, it's because I turn it down. If it continues like throughout the game, just let me know, but that could be just me muting it. So it looks like that might do it for McCartney. So in comes Cade Carrington. So unfortunately, Drew McCartney can't get out of the second inning, and in comes lefty Cade Carrington. Self-proclaimed mid-lefty. Yes. So as he throws his warm-up pitches, we will take a break, and we'll be right back with the Chinooks Baseball Network. All right, so up comes Luke Lusky. So Cade Carrington into the game, like we said, self-proclaimed mid-lefty. Still one out, bases are still loaded. 4-0 Oilers here early in the second inning. Not ideal for the Chinooks early, but Cade Carrington looking to get out of it as that first pitch is in there for a ball. Just a deep breath from Carrington here. Looking to lock it back in. Second pitch is going to be pulled foul. So 1-1 count to Lusky, who, like I said, has homered in this series. Would be awesome to get a ground ball, get us out of here, and get the bats back up to the plate for the Chinooks. So breaking ball, gonna miss on the outside corner. It is 2-1, 2-1. As Carrington comes set in a hole early. This is going to be ripped down the left field line and going to be foul. So 2-2 count, 1 out. Lusky a little out in front. See what Cade gives to him here. Breaking ball going to be lined, and Reese goes back to first, and there's the double play. A huge break for the Chinooks as Cade Carrington gets a line drive to Vassar, who goes to first and doubles him off. Limits the damage here in the bottom of the second. Chinooks down 4. We'll be right back on the Chinooks Baseball Network.
Out there, they got some good food to eat. 1882 brews, coffees, and in concession stand. Special thanks to the high school volleyball team for working the sand tonight. Hey, are you ready for some more prizes? Tickets. First ticket 301 368. I heard the three. Next ticket, we got 301 375. Last ticket 014 896. And again, we want to thank our sponsors tonight. We've got Liberty of the Community, Walk and Roll, and Sue. Thanks, guys. Where we go? Yeah. We're just share it. Starting off top of the third for the Chinooks, we've got number 1, Drew Hunt. And Drew, I do love his voice. Let's go first.
All right, we are back here in beautiful Kenai, and up comes Drew Hurst, third baseman out of Messiah University. A couple of the other Messiah guys on the team. One is on deck, and one is in the hole. So Nick Moyer and Carter Reed both behind Drew Hurst. First pitch from Dixon, who it's been a while since he's thrown a pitch in this one. A 4-run bottom of the second for the Oilers. Mix of walks, a couple base hits, and then a very clutch line drive, back pick, double play at first as this one's lifted way up to shallow left field, and it will be caught. So 2 pitches to get the first out of the inning for Dixon, who is cruising right along. And up comes the shortstop, number 11, Nick Moyer. First pitch breaking ball, going to catch the outside corner, so 0-1 to the shortstop, like I said, out of Messiah University. And this one's going to be fouled straight back. Dixon looking to get into a groove. Just getting the ball and going. Can be fairly hard to break that up as a hitter, but you got to do anything you can. as that one's going to miss outside, so 2-1. Pretty decent crowd here tonight for ladies' night here in Kenai. Everybody kind of spread out between the stands and the right field line and the stands right in front of me and beer garden and just about everywhere. So 2-2 count to Moyer and swung on and missed. So Dixon gets a strikeout and quickly 2 away. Dixon moving right along. Up comes the next Messiah player, the first baseman, number 4, Carter Reed. And then after him, we'll be back to the top of the lineup with Reese Vassar, looking to have a little 2-out rally here in the top of the third, as the Chinooks find themselves in a 4-0 deficit, as that one is in there for a strike. Swung on and missed so quickly, 0-2. Deep breath from Carter Reed, looking to get something, anything, going here for the Chinooks in the top of the third. And this one is lifted way high and down the right field line, and that is going to get foul. So some extra life for Carter Reed. And I will apologize if I sound kind of right now. It's been a long week here in Kenai, a lot of fishing and late nights, early mornings, but one last game here as that is going to miss high. So 1-2. A good eye there from Reed. But yeah, it's been a long but fun and well worth it week down here in Kenai. We've had beautiful weather. Swung on and missed. So Dixon, 3 up, 3 down for 3 straight innings. 9 up, 9 down. Making quick work of the Chinooks. But a 4-0 lead for the Oilers. We go to the bottom of the third. We'll be right back on the Chinooks Baseball Network. So up comes Reed Oakley, and yes, Dad, it is tough. Like I said, these games have been so long. We're not getting home till 11:30, and last night had a really good talk with Tim, Casey, Quinn, and some of the other guys on the team just about what God's been doing in our lives, and we were up till about 1:30, and then got up and left at 7 o'clock for the rush-in this morning. So it's been a long week. A lot of us are pretty tired, but 2 off days. Told everybody most of us are going into hibernation tomorrow. I'm just going to sleep most of the day and then probably do some fishing Saturday, hopefully if the weather lets us. first pitch missed for Carrington, as the second one is going to miss as well on the outside. A little bit chillier. It's a nice night, but a little chillier than the first couple nights we had. And that one's going to miss. Good frame by Young, but not going to get the call. So 3-0 to Oakley with Holubowski on deck. And that one's going to be in there for strike one. So 3-1. Cade looking to battle back here. Am I buffering, Greg? I have to manually mute. As this one's grounded up the middle to Moyer. And he's going to make the throw. So a good ground ball forced by Cade to get the first out of the inning. First batter goes down, and up comes Jack Holubowski, the third baseman. Greg, we should be okay. If you're talking about the audio, like I said, I'll turn it down in between innings, or someone walks in, says something, whatnot. But yeah, audio should be good. If you hear it kind of cut out, it's probably me manually doing it. I don't know if that was called a ball or a strike. Okay, 1-0. Well, I didn't catch too many today. As this one's hit deep left field, Phoenix West watches it fly. Jack Holubowski lifts one over the left field wall, and it's 5-0 Oilers. As I said earlier, the bats on this team are just unstoppable at some points. And up comes Owen Musil. I think that's the 5th home run that the Oilers have hit this week. Yeah, I think it's just me doing the manual mute, which I know can sometimes sound weird on the audio, but if I need to, I don't know, burp or sneeze or whatever, I don't want to do it into the microphone. So I figure you guys don't want me to do that into your headphones or TV audio, whatever you guys are listening and watching on. So Carrington gets a breaking ball in there, so 1-1. And another, looked like maybe a changeup from Carrington. Family of Cade from Kasilof, Alaska. That's cool. I didn't know he had family up here, so that's pretty cool. Breaking ball ripped down the left field line, foul. Down towards the bullpen. So the 1-2 is going to be left alone. So 2-2, bases clear, 1 out. Chinooks in a 5-0 hole, a 4 spot from the Oilers in the second inning. Got them out to an early lead. Chinooks looking to get out of this inning and slowly start battling back. We have a few comeback wins this season. This one would be the biggest. But unfortunately, Cole Dixon in an absolute groove on the mound for the Oilers. 9 up, 9 down through the first 3. Hopefully we can do some announcers jinx there and scratch a few across in the next couple innings. So Carrington with the pitch, it's going to be lifted out to Kirby Jenkins in right field, and that will be corralled for the second out. So 2 away as up comes number 25, Carson McCormick. So that one's going to miss on the outside corner to McCormick. Carrington looking to get out of it with no further damage. Laura, the Chinooks are coming back tonight as this one's lifted to center field. Butler charging in and sliding and making the catch. I said it earlier, he's been a phenomenal replacement for J.D. Wolf in center. And Butler comes in, makes the sliding grab to prevent any further damage. So one home run from Jack Holubowski. And the Oilers extend their lead to 5. But yes, Laura, the Chinooks are coming back tonight. It's going to be a late night for us. It would have been nice to come back tomorrow, but living arrangements and all that and costs, we just said, let's just go back tonight. So once this game is over, we will be headed back to Chugiak. That's why I said it'd be nice to have a quick one. And now I wouldn't mind a long one if it was a comeback win, but like I said, we're not usually getting out of here until about 11:30. We're leaving straight from the field, though. All the vans are packed with everybody's overnight stuff and bags and clothes and whatnot, and we'll just go straight home. And like I said, 2 off days tomorrow, or 2 off days tomorrow and Saturday. So it'll be kind of nice to have a day of rest tomorrow to catch up on sleep. That's the biggest thing, is catching up on sleep. Hasn't been too bad, but it's been a long week. But yes, a great catch from Kai, charging in and making the sliding grab. But back to the top of the order, we have Vassar, Young, and Jenkins looking to get something going for the Chinooks to start chipping away at this lead. But like I said, Cole Dixon has just been nails so far in this one. So up comes number 6, the second baseman today, Reese Vassar. And yes, Dad, I hope we don't have any roadside issues like we did last time, although it worked out pretty well. I got to just sit there and fish and wait for the tow truck to come. Caught a few fish, so that was pretty good. So there's the first strike in there to Vassar. And that one's going to miss high. So 2-1. Yeah, we had one of the vans hit a pothole on the way down, and that was fun to work out all that. So that one's fouled straight back, so 2-2. And this one's going to be fouled off his foot, and that could not have felt good at all. So down goes Vassar. That never feels good. Foul ball off the foot, it looked like, maybe off the knee. That is never fun. A couple deep breaths from Vassar as he gets a little bit of a break. I believe we come back and play the Pilots on Sunday. Let me double check the schedule real quick. I believe we have the Pilots. So he's going to check down to first. Carson says he doesn't go. So yes, back on Sunday. We're in Anchorage for Sunday, Monday against the Pilots the first game, and then the Bucks the second game, and Reese Vassar will take a leadoff walk. So up comes Austin Young, looking to get something started for the Chinooks. But yes, after this game, We have the 2 off days, and then the Pilots on Sunday, Bucks on Monday, off day Tuesday, and then back into Anchorage to play the Bucks once again, and then the Oilers will come see us for a couple games. That one misses low. Eight of the last 9 games for the Chinooks will be at home. The one away game in Matsu will be a doubleheader, a make-up from a rain-out from a couple weeks ago. As that one's going to be a called strike. Looked like Austin went anyway. So 1-1, runner at first. Chinooks really trying to get something going. A ball to the gap or to the fence. Anything will be gladfully taken by the Chinooks right now, as this one is going to miss low. So 2-1. Chinooks getting a little more patient with their at-bats, making Dixon come to them. Young gets the sign from Babe down at third. Vassar gets his lead. And this one's going to be popped way up and out of play. So 2-2 count, as we have 2 Eagles flying over the field. It's been one thing that is of abundance up here. There are plenty of Eagles, especially down on the river right now, as that one's going to miss. So a full count. Dixon in danger of walking the first 2 of the inning, which we will gladly take, with Kirby Jenkins coming up, which every time we say is extremely due for a home run. Chinooks have not hit one yet this year. Looking for their first, as Reese is checked on over there at first. But yeah, Chinooks still looking for their first home run of the season. We have 2 separate 18-plus run games and still have yet to hit one. And they're going to check on him once again, making sure that foot's okay over there. See what Austin Young can do. Can he force back-to-back walks, get himself a base hit? The pitch from Dixon's going to be flared into right center, and that's going to be down. So a little into the bat flare from Austin Young, and the first 2 get on for the Chinooks for number 24, Kirby Jenkins. Chinooks got something cooking here early in the top of the 4th. So first 2 get on, up comes Kirby Jenkins. As I said before, extremely due for a big hit out of Kirby Jenkins. Breaking ball off the inside of the bat's going to get down into right center field. Vassar around third. The foot looks fine. Throw into second. Kirby Jenkins. A good swing brings home the first run for the Chinooks, and it's second and third. Nobody away for Phoenix West. A breaking ball, first pitch to Jenkins that he shoots out into right center. And something cooking for the Chinooks. 5-1. The top of the order coming through. Phoenix is going to lift this one to left field. We might have a play at the plate. Might not be deep enough. They won't send him as the throw sails home. So Young could have gone, but they say they hold him at third. Way to back him up there by Dixon, or that could have been trouble for the Oilers. So up comes Cal Whip. Looking for a big hit here to pull within 2. Base hit should score 2. Kirby's got enough speed out there at second. And that one's going to miss low. So bounce in there, 1-0. On deck is Kai Butler, who we said the first game of the series was 6 for 7. It's crazy enough to have 7 at-bats. It's even crazier to have 6 hits in 7 of those at-bats. Whip is going to lift this one back into the parking lot, foul. Would love to get himself a couple RBIs here and get us right back into this one. As I said, comeback kids. The bats have been prevalent in this one. And that one's going to miss high, so a good eye from Whip. But yeah, this series has just been filled with runs and hits everywhere. And swings through that one, so 2-2 count. A fastball from Dixon. Gets by Whip. So 2-2 pitch from Dixon. Swung on and missed. So Dixon doesn't realize there's 2 outs. He's got one more batter to face. Hopefully it's more than that. All right, so big spot for Kai Butler, who's been a pretty good bat for the Chinooks this year. And swung on and missed. Butler's going to lift this one foul. So quickly 0-2. Dixon could get out of this with only 1 run as the Chinooks had second and third, nobody out. So potential for a missed opportunity. But Kai Butler with a chance to pull us within 2 right here. That is going to miss on the outer corner. So 1-2. Good eye from Butler. And then it's the Messiah trifecta on the deck hole, and after that, with Hurst, Moyer, and Reed. Butler looking to get them to the plate this inning. And he's going to pull this one foul down the line and stays alive. Big opportunity here for Butler, who's going to foul it straight back. So he's on it. Just needs to straighten it out. A base hit here should score 2. Left center gap wide open. A line drive to left field should be a 3-bagger. Left center field, I should say. The pitch from Dixon's going to miss outside, so 2s are wild on the board. Once again, a big opportunity for Kai Butler to come through with 2 RBIs and another hit in this series for him. This one's going to be lifted and out of play once again. So a good battle from Butler, who had the great sliding play to in the top half of this inning. Or the bottom half of the last inning, I should say. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on, 2s everywhere. The pitch from Dixon, swung on and tailing. It's going to be foul once again into the bullpen. So just an absolute battle from Butler. A phenomenal at-bat regardless of the outcome. Jenkins gets his lead at second. Young gets his lead at third, so still 2-2. Dixon to the windup. Breaking ball going to miss high, so full count. Like I said, left center gap is wide open. A ball down there should be 3 bags to bring up Drew Hurst. And the payoff pitch is going to miss high. A phenomenal walk from Kai Butler, fighting off pitch after pitch. Works himself a walk, and up comes Drew Hurst with the bases loaded and a chance to bring us within a few. Big opportunity for Drew Hurst right here. Base hit, scores 2. A 1 in the gap could score 3. That one's going to miss high as well. Patience from the Chinooks right now. Base hit, right center field. That's going to get down. In comes Young. In comes Jenkins. And Babe is going to send Butler. The throw is low, bounces in, and Drew Hurst brings everybody home, and the Chinooks are within 1. A phenomenal swing from Drew Hurst to bring everybody home. And it's 5-4. Chinooks right back in it. Butler fouls off pitch after pitch, and Hurst on the second pitch of the at-bat puts one in the right center gap. And everybody comes home. The Chinooks with a 4 spot in the top of the 4th. A huge swing. So up comes the shortstop, Nick Moyer. A bold sin from Babe at third, but why not? Everybody comes home. It's 5-4, and the Chinooks looking to tack on one more. This one's going to be lifted to right field, and that will limit the damage, but not before the Chinooks put up a 4 spot to pull within 1. It's 5-4 Oilers. We'll be right back on the Chinooks Baseball Network.
Tonight has inspired you to learn to down and visit the views and discipline of these schools. We happy to talk with you about your questions. We also want to recognize what great opportunities we have here in the peninsula for men's health, such as Peninsula Hospital, Peninsula Community Health Services, and of course the Night Wellness Center. That's Seymour Men's Health right here in the community. Tonight is inspired to reach out to your healthcare providers and schedule your screenings. Visiting for the Oilers, we've got Luke Skinner.
So after that 4-run inning from the Chinooks, up comes Luke Skinner. Cade Carrington looking to shut it down, get those hot bats back up to the plate. First pitch going to miss just low. Breaking ball going to bounce in there. But the first 2 reach. Reese Vassar via walk. Kirby Jenkins via single. Then a phenomenal plate appearance from Kai Butler. And then a bases clearing. Single advance to second on the throw from Drew Hurst. Breaking ball, going to catch a piece of the zone. A good pitch there from Carrington. Swing and a miss and a strikeout from Cade Carrington. Another breaking ball. Carrington looking like he's settling in here just a little bit. Gets the first out of the inning via K. And up comes Shane Cannon. And first pitch is going to be lined over Nick Moyer's head. So a good swing from Cannon. Pretty good swing there. Sitting on that first pitch breaking ball. So up comes Nolan Graw, the DH. Carrington looking to get a ground ball and get those bats back up to the plate. And that one's going to be off his foot. So a scoreless first from both teams, a 4-run bottom of the second from the Oilers, and then Holubowski added a solo shot in the bottom of the third. Chinooks shut out for the first 3 as there's a pickoff move to first. Chinooks shut out through the first 3 and then scratched 4 across in the top of this inning. Carrington got the first out via K and then looking to get a ground ball here to get the Chinooks back up to the plate. A single from Cannon to start this one, or to get the hitting started for the Oilers. And this is Nolan Graw. So a lefty-lefty favorable matchup for Carrington. Breaking ball, another good pitch from Carrington. Gets Graw to bite. Breaking ball has been working pretty well for him. 1-2 count. So the 1-2 pitch from Carrington is going to miss high. So 2-2. See if he can settle down here. Get himself a ground ball. Or an out of any kind. Another breaking ball and a delayed steal from Cannon. So it's, as Audie might have taken one off the crown jewels, as they call it. He's been kind of beat up a little bit today. I think he took a ball in the dirt to the hand earlier, and this one in the groin area. As J.J. Pruneau is going to come out of the bullpen, we might have a defensive substitution here for Austin Young. I don't know if he stretched his groin too far or he got hit down there. He's not limping, so that's a good sign. May not be anything that was pulled. May have just taken it straight to the Manly region. So an interesting reason for a defensive substitution, but it does happen as a catcher. This is J.J. Pruno. Pruno. So J.J. will get a few warm-up catches. J.J. a gold glover out of Freed-Hardman University. He's been catching some bullpens today, so he's not coming off cold turkey. He caught Cade earlier when he was warming up, so this kind of works out okay. He's 14 in this jersey. Yeah. Yep. So up comes number 13, Nolan Gross still at the plate. So full count. Cannon stole second on that last play. Carrington comes set, looking to get himself another strikeout in this inning. And that's going to miss inside. So first and second, one out. Brings the double play into order. And up comes number 8, Mark Nealis, center fielder. And first pitch in there for a strike. So 0-1. First and second, one out. Carrington looking for that ground ball double play, which is something that this Chinooks defense have turned plenty of this year. Second pitch in there for strike 2. I've said it plenty of times on this broadcast of how good this defense is. The middle infield today of Nick Moyer and Reese Vassar. Reese plays second sometimes, usually over there at third, but Hurst over there today. Usually have Blake Allen and Nick Moyer switching out. Allen's been out for the last week or so with a hand injury. He took a cleat to the hand, had to get some stitches. And that's a swing and a miss, so Carrington gets his second strikeout of the inning. Runners stay put as up comes Luke Lusky. Lusky homered a couple games ago. As hard as it is to hit home runs in this league, we have had seen some bombs hit from this Oilers team this week. And this one's ripped down the line, but foul. Hard swing there from Lusky. So Lusky down 0-1. Swung on and missed. So count is 0-2. And this one's going to be fouled straight back. So Carrington's payoff pitch is going to be ripped foul down the right side. So 0-2 count from Carrington. This one's going to be lifted to the right side. Jenkins over, and it's going to drop foul once again. So 0-2 still. Runner goes. Pruno throws down to third. Not in time. So Cannon gets another stolen base in the inning. So now first and third, 2 out. So 1-2 count, 1-run ball game. Carrington looking to shut down the inning right here. Breaking ball, going to hop off the mound, and Vassar's going to glove it and go to second. A good play there from Reese Vassar. Tough bounce off the mound, but he gloves it, takes it the easy way to the bag. Score remains the same after some pressure from the Oilers. 5-4 deficit. We'll be right back on the Chinooks Baseball Network. And yes, I will run down there real quick, Kristen, and get an update for you.
Reminds you need to save second base. Ladies, check yourself and let's make sure cancer never steals home. Visit the CPH clinic for a pink rally palm and to learn about screening options. Sport tidbits. Sponsors are Super City Community. Thank you. And North Country Fair. Back to the top of the batting order for the Chinooks. We've got number 6, Reese Vassar.
Okay, so Kristen, I ran down there. Sorry, guys, I'm a little late. Ran down there real quick, asked Austin, and he said is lifted to center field and gonna be caught. Let me catch my breath real quick. Hang on. Oh, sorry about that. So he said it's his knee. So hopefully there is nothing major there, but his words were, I might be done. So we will see how that goes. Said a quick prayer over him before I sprinted back up here, if you can't tell by my heavy breathing. But Pruno rolls over to the shortstop in a very quick inning from Dixon after the long top of the fourth. So 3 up, 3 down very quickly. But yes, Kristen, hopefully Austin is okay. We thought it was maybe he got hit in the groin or a different area, but unfortunately he said it is his knee. He seemed to be walking okay, but he said he just felt something that was not right. So we hope he is okay. As Pruno, I know, yikes is correct. Hopefully there is nothing super major. We love Austin. He's an absolute beast on the field. So hopefully there is nothing more than just a little bit of a tweak and he can be back in action here soon. But yeah, he said he kind of felt something that wasn't right. So hopefully he will be okay. I'm going to take a break, catch my breath, and we'll be back in just a second. All right. I have caught my breath. Yes, of course, Kristen. Hope he's okay. But up comes. This is Reed Oakley. Thank you. Up comes the catcher, Oakley. Carrington back to work once again, and that is going to miss on the outer half. Yeah, so very unfortunate about Austin Young. As Carrington comes to the plate, and he's going to get a... I was going to say a check swing, but I guess not. Looked like he went most of the way around, but that makes the count 2-0. Yeah, of course, Gail. Hopefully that heals quickly. Definitely don't want him to be out for too long. And good looking out, John. As that one is going to miss for ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk from Carrington. And up comes Jack Holubowski, who hit a solo home run last at bat over the left field wall, where it says Coca-Cola out there. So runner on first, nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. And a good block from Pruno. He's going to keep the runner at first. We said he's a Gold Glover. And there it was, first hand. One's going to miss as well. So 6 straight balls for Carrington, looking to take a deep breath, reel it back in, get himself a ground ball, and get 2 here. And that's going to be down, miss low. So 7 straight for Carrington. As it looks like maybe Trey Harper. Can't tell. No, he's not warming up. He's just kind of walking around. So Carrington looking to get out of this little pressure building from the Oilers, as that one's in there for a strike. So 3-1. Yeah, Dad, I had to sprint down there. It's not as close to the dugout as it is in Chugiak. So the 3-1 pitch from Carrington is going to catch the inner half. So back to full. He's battled back. 3-2 count. Yeah, we're hoping he is okay. Austin has been such an amazing addition to this year's team. All the guys love him. And the pitch from Carrington battles back. Down 3-0. Gets the K. A big strikeout from Carrington as up comes Carson McCormick. Yes, excuse me, it is Owen Musil. Carrington is going to get a changeup and a swing and a miss there. So it looks like he's kind of reeled it back in here. Got down 3-0, came back, got the strikeout on Holubowski, who, like we said, already homered in this game. So avoided that. And now he's got a runner at first, 1 out, looking for a ground ball. And a back pick to first and a good block from Carter Reed. And are they going to say he went? 0-2, yes. So they're going to say he went. Count is 0-2. And that's going to be just low. Another good block from Pruneau. So 1-2 count, looking for another out, and this one's going to be fouled straight back into the parking lot. So I said Trey was walking around in the pen. He's just kind of hanging out, talking to everybody, so he's not getting warm or anything like that. Carrington's going to try and work himself out of this. And this one's going to be flared over the right side and almost caught by, almost said Carter Jensen, but Carter Reed. All right, so still 1-2, runner at first, 1 out. And fouled back once again. Count still 1-2. A little hesitation from Carrington as this one's ripped to left, but Phoenix is there to make the catch. So the second out of the inning as up comes now Carson McCormick. So Carrington looking to get out of the inning here, put up another 0. We said we'd like a quick one, but we are almost 2 hours in and only in the bottom of the 5th. As this one's fouled off. Carrington gonna miss on the outer half. So, like we said, just some long innings. A lot of long at-bats, a lot of pitches, some walks, some hits. We got a little bit of everything. And the 2-1 pitch is going to be inside, so 3-1. Once again, Cade looking for that ground ball out. Or I guess with 2 outs, he can get anything here. And this one's going to be fouled back, so it brings the count to full. So full count. Runner at first. Carrington looking to get out of it. See if the Chinooks can get back in there and scratch off a few more runs. And this is going to be swung on and missed. Cade Carrington with another K. And 2 shutout innings from the bullpen from Cade Carrington. Beautiful stuff from number 18. The Chinooks still trail by 1. But they come up in the top half of the 6th, looking to tie or take the lead. We'll be right back on the Chinooks Baseball Network.
First ticket 014 8889. Next we put 014 Number 3. Actually starts with number 301 353. Right. Next ticket 014 984. Next 013341. Last one for this inning. We're gonna do 01490. Mention for the sponsors. We have lots of members from the community and class leaders.
All right, so up comes Kirby Jenkins. Kirby with the big swing last inning to get the rally started. I guess 2 innings ago to get the rallying started for the Chinooks. It was finished off by a Kai Butler walk and a Drew Hurst bases clearing single. See if they can get something going here again as Kirby's going to foul the first pitch back into the screen. So it'll be Jenkins, West, and Whip. See, like that right there was a manual mute. I had to do that. But the next pitch to Jenkins is also fouled back. Like we said, these 2 college teammates. And Kirby's going to go back to Arkansas Tech and coach. So he will be Dixon's coach this upcoming season. Some activity in the Oilers bullpen, so we'll see how much longer Dixon goes as he pulls that one to the left. It's going to be 1-2. Maybe number 10 in the bullpen for the Oilers. I can't see that far. It might be Gabe Smith, but could be Jake Tarnish as well. That could be an 18 out there, but count goes to even, 2-2 on Kirby Jenkins. This one's turned on to left field, and it's going to be caught. So a little bit off the inside of the bat. Good swing nonetheless, but it will be caught for the first out of the inning. And up comes number 17, Phoenix West.
Number 11, Phoenix West.
That one's going to be inside. So 1-0. Phoenix goes up in the count early. And rip down the line. A good swing from Phoenix West. Starting to feel it again at the plate. That ball was smoked. And up comes Cal Whiff. That ball was absolutely smoked off the bat of Phoenix West. Whiff looking to move some runners around. Chinooks only down 1 after being down 5-0 after 3 innings. Looking to tack on a couple more as Whip fouls this one straight back. Sun has gone back behind the clouds here in Kenai. So kind of had the same feel to every game. Last couple games have been extremely close. The first 2 games were both blowouts. So, like I said, have had a little bit of everything. Dixon checks on West over there at first, who can steal bags. So probably a good idea to keep him honest. Whiff looking to find a gap. A gap should score West. As this one's fouled straight back again. Right on it is Whip. Good swing there. Looking to get just on top of that. Drive one out to the outfield into the fence. See if he can try and tie this game up and maybe take the lead. Who knows? The 0-2 count. 2 Whip. Dixon deals. Curveball. A good pitch from Dixon. Gets Cal swinging and missing, and up comes Kai Butler. Like we said last time, probably a 8-9, maybe even a 10 pitch at bat. He battled and battled, fought off pitch after pitch, got a walk, and then of course Drew Hurst brought everybody home on a single. And another check down to first as he gets back in safely. And that one's going to be called a strike. Looked to be a little inside, but it'll be a called strike. So 0-1 on Butler. Dixon has passed the 80 pitch mark. So we'll see how much longer he goes in this one. And that one's going to miss outside. Chinooks looking to get Phoenix moving around with Hurst and Moyer on deck and in the hole. In case you missed it, there was an injury to Austin Young, so J.J. Pruneau will be hitting for him, and that one's going to be fouled back, and here we go again. West kind of creeps towards second. He's going to stay, and that is going to be down in the dirt, so 2s are wild on the board for Kai Butler. He's being patient once again. He's had some really good at-bats today. Dixon comes set. And that's going to be strike 3. Once again, looked to be a little inside, but a generous call, and it'll stay 5-4. A single from Phoenix West. Doesn't move anywhere else, but still a 1-1 ball game going into the bottom of the 6th. And we'll be right back.
split the pot.
All right, so Cade Carrington comes back out for another inning of work as it looks like I have no idea who's warming up in the pen right now.
Start with Luke Skinner.
Maybe that's Luke Rowland? I honestly couldn't tell you. I can't see that far. I wish I could, but I can't. He's wearing an overshirt, so I can't tell what number he is. But up comes Luke Skinner. Tries to bunt. Can't pull it back. Says he went, so 0-2 count. I want to say that's Luke Rowland, but I thought he had a black glove. And this one's popped way up on the infield. Hurst and Nick Moyer will call him off. So another pop out to the shortstop. Carrington gets the first out of the inning. And up back to the top of the order comes Shane Cannon. I don't have my guy in the comment section telling me who's getting hot in the bullpen for me, actually. Missed that. So Carrington back to work on Cannon. And that one's going to miss again. So 2-0. One away. There's a good breaking ball from Carrington. So 2-1, only one away. And another good block from JJ. So 3-1. I wish I could tell you guys who was warming up in the pen, but no clue. And that's going to miss low. So ball 4. Cannon works a walk, and up comes Nolan Graw. My guess is Luke Rowland, but that could be wrong. Oh, no, it's probably Colby. Yeah. That looks like Colby. So Colby Jensen joined us for today's game. Remember Levitt saying that he wanted to get Colby a few innings, so I'm going to assume that's Colby Jensen. And that pitch is going to be in there for a strike. So a good pitch from Carrington to quickly get up 0-2. Wouldn't mind that ground ball double play that we've been begging for all game. And that breaking ball is going to miss low. A good pitch there, purpose pitch there. Try and get that ground ball. But yes, Colby Jensen warming up in the pen for the Chinooks. Joins us every once in a while. He's from Anchorage, so he's got work and everything, so he can't always be with us. But the days he shows up, he usually gets some innings. Breaking ball, smoked to right field, but curling foul. A scary swing from Nolan Graw, but it's just a long foul ball. So 1-2 count, one away, and just missing. Not a bad pitch from Carrington. I know we joke about it, but ABS would be rather nice in this league. So 2-2 count. Lefty, lefty. And he's going to get picked off, and he's going to be able to steal. That is what is unfortunate about that pickoff move is you have to go to first, and you have to throw it. So runner gets a little bit of a head start. Unfortunate there. Breaks up the double play opportunity, but see if Cade Carrington can come back and get a strikeout right here and get us that second out of the inning. Breaking ball in there. Yes, he can. So 2 away. Another strikeout for Cade Carrington. As up comes number 8, Mark Nellis. Big strikeout from Cade Carrington. Two away, runner at second. Good block from Pruneau. Count is 1-0. Swung on and missed. A good changeup from Cade. Creeping up on 2.5 hours in this game. Swung on and missed once again. So 1-2. Carrington looking for another K. Some more pressure from the Oilers. Kind of beat it around the bush, and Carrington, that one's going to be fouled off. Babe can't make the play over there. So Carrington looking to get through his 4 innings with only just 1 run given up. A 1-2 count, 2 away. The lefty kicks and delivers. It's going to miss high, so 2s are wild. Carrington's going to come set. Quick check on the runner. A quick pitch to home. It's going to be pulled to the left side. Candy hop for Hurst, and he makes the play. Cade Carrington gets out of it once again. And 4 innings of 1-run ball to keep the Chinooks right where they're at. 5-4 Oilers. We head to the top of the 7th.
All right. One more time for these pink jerseys sponsored by Chinooks Peninsula Hospital. Anybody's interested in the auction of the jerseys, this is for you. I have a website that you can go to. It's long and complicated. You can come up to the booth and see me. I'll be happy to help you. But if you want to go the easy route, there are QR codes all over the stadium. If you just scan that QR code, it will take you directly to the site and you will be able to bid for those jerseys. That is open tonight and bidding closes on midnight Friday. Let's give away a few more prizes. Those pink tickets out. First number, 014-953. Ticket number 2, 014-934. The last one this inning, 014-914. And again, we want to give a special thanks to our sponsors. Multiple community members and Sue. This inning for
So up comes Hurst. The big hit back in the 4th inning to bring us within 1. Dixon back on the bump at 84 pitches for the Oilers. So Hurst looking to get something going as that one's going to miss outside. Some activity in the Oilers bullpen. A couple guys playing catch. And it's the Messiah trifecta of Hurst, Moyer, and Reed due up this inning for the Chinooks. That one's going to miss up and away, so 2-1. 2-1 count to Hurst as he swings and rips one. It's going to go foul into the parking lot. So 2-2. The difference in this one, a Jack Holubowski home run in the bottom of the 3rd. A 5-4 lead for the Oilers. And a swing and a miss on a ball up and away. So up comes Moyer. That one's going to miss low. Good frame by Oakley back there. And that one's going to be just a little bit higher, so in there for strike 1. Tell you what, guys, fatigue is starting to set in. I am fading. And it's just going to be a longer night as that is going to catch the outside corner. Looked like that was brought back into the zone by Oakley. Looked like he completely missed the plate, but I guess not. So if you guys want to ask me questions to keep me awake in here, that'd be greatly appreciated. And that's going to be up and in. So 2-2. With Reed on deck, and I think it'd be Vassar in the hole as that one is chopped over to 3rd, fielded in fair territory, and safe is Moyer. They're saying Lusky came off the bag. Looked like Moyer might have beat it anyways, but a close play nonetheless. And up comes Carter Reed. So good hustle from Moyer there to have an infield single. That ball just barely stayed fair. First pitch to Reed is pulled outside. So 1-0. Dixon kind of trying to get himself back into a groove, just getting the ball and going. And that's going to be strike 1. So Dixon at 95 pitches. You assume this might be his last batter no matter what. Last inning most likely for sure, depending on what Reed does here. Swung on and missed on the outer half. So 1-2. And swung on and missed once again. Foul tipped into the Oakley's mitt. So up comes the top of the order in Reese Vassar. Breaking ball, gonna catch the outside corner. He's called that quite a bit, so at least he's consistent there. Count is 0-1, Moyer at first. And that one's going to be up. Dad, nobody gave the Triple H to the Oilers team. We didn't do that this year, and I don't know why, but we may be doing that for when they come to our place here in a week or something like that. And that one's going to miss up. So count is 2-1. Vassar would love to find a gap here. That's going to miss up as well. This week we had Austin, Asher, and Cade give their Triple H just to us in the chapel at the place. So that was really good. Ty Beck is going to give his Monday, I think. And that's going to miss low. So another walk forced by Reese as he launches his bat over towards Pruneau. So up comes Pruneau, and that is... Never mind, they're going to keep Dixon in with 2 outs. He's at 102 pitches in this one. They're going to stick with him. So Pruneau with a chance to tie the game right here with the runner in scoring position. So Dixon comes set. That one's going to be down the middle for strike 1. Runners at first and second, 2 away. Big breaking ball going to stay up. So 1-1. Some patience here from J.J. Pruneau. Find the right pitch. Drive it. So count is 1-2. That was a strike. So see if Dixon can get out of it or JJ can keep the inning alive. Swung on and missed, and Dixon is going to get out of it. So the Chinooks leave 2 at first and second. The lead is 5-4 in the Oilers' favor as in comes Colby Jensen. Phenomenal outing from Cade Carrington after Drew McCartney got roughed up a little bit in the second inning, but in comes Jensen. It is 5-4, and we've got the 7th inning stretch. So Jensen on the mound. We have a defensive switch. We have Tate Green going in at second and Reese Vassar moving over to short. Everything else stays the same. And up comes Luke Lusky. I do got to go run after this. I've had to go to the bathroom since about third inning, so gonna get up and run around, so hopefully that wakes me up. Here comes Jensen to the plate, and that's gonna miss in the lower half. So 1-0 early on Lusky. And a fastball by him. So 1-1. And swung on and nubbed back. Pruneau's going to pick it up and fire down from first on one leg. And a good play there from Pruneau. Once again, proving why he's a Gold Glover over there at Freed-Hardman. Great play from J.J. Pruneau. So up comes Reed Oakley. Jensen, first pitch in there for strike one. TMI. Sorry, guys. I'm all over the place tonight. And second pitch in there for strike two. Tate's at second. So quickly 0-2 to Oakley. And that one's going to be fouled back into the parking lot once again. And breaking ball going to miss just outside. Good pitch there. So 1-2. And this one's going to be fouled back once again. Thanks, Tim. Just trying to keep it light. Jensen, the 1-2 pitch, going to be lifted to right field. Jenkins might have some room. Never mind. He'll run out of it. Nice catch by one of the bullpen pitchers down there in the Oilers pen. Yep. So 1-2 still after a few consecutive foul balls. As we near 9 o'clock here in Kenai. Breaking ball going to be fouled back once again. A really good at-bat here from Oakley. As up comes Jack Holubowski. Looks like it cut out there for a second. Looks like we're back. Jensen looking to get through this inning. 3 up, 3 down. See if the Chinooks can get in there and at least tie it in the top of the 8th, as that one's in there for a strike. Have the heart of the order coming up in the top of the 8th. Should be Jenkins, Whip, Butler, I think. Yes, Jenkins, West, Whip. Sorry. So exactly who you want up at the plate if you are the Chinooks. So that's going to miss low. Count moves to 2-1. And that's going to miss inside, so 3-1. Jensen looking to fight back right here. Anything goes here. Ground ball, pop fly, strikeout. We'll take it. And there's the pop up. And Reed is going to run out of room, so full count. So here we go, full count, 2 outs, nobody on. Chinooks down by 1. And that's going to miss inside. So Holubowski gets on and a 2-out walk. And up comes Owen Musil. So a fresh count for Jensen, and that one's going to miss high. So 1-0. Musil 1 for 3 in this one. It's going to miss again. So 2-0. Big deep breath from Colby. Nobody up in the pen for the Chinooks. Pickoff move over to first. Back in time is Holubowski. That's been called before in this one, but it's going to be 3-0. So in danger of walking another is Jansen. See if he can fight back here. And that one's going to miss high. So 4 straight balls. And that will be back-to-back walks. So no harm done yet. As up comes Carson McCormick. So we do have a pinch hitter. Up comes Brady Brown, also at South Dakota State University. Yep, and in comes a pinch runner. Looks like number 2, Garrison Jones, maybe? I think it said number 2. So Jensen looking to get out of it. 2 away, 2 on. For newly into the game, Brady Brown. He's going to have a little short flare, and we might have a play at the plate, and we will not. A off-the-hands flare into center field. A tough break for Colby Jensen. Unfortunate break for the Chinooks there. Just a jam shot into no man's land just behind second base. And now it's 6-4 Oilers. Looks like Danny Slasky is getting hot in the bullpen. Up comes number 12, Luke Skinner. So 2 on, 2 out still. Now 6-4. And that's going to miss as well. The zone has seemed to get just a little bit smaller as this game has gone on. And a swing and a miss. Big hack from Skinner. And another big hack. Great pitch from Jensen. Looking to get out of it right here, limit the damage. And the Chinooks looking to get a couple runs up in the top of the 8th. Another close one in this series. We've talked about it a couple times. First 2 games were blowouts, and the last 2 have been just close baseball games. A walk-off on Tuesday night for the Oilers, and then a 5-3 victory for the Chinooks last night. And a close one. This series has had everything. Oilers will go up 2 games if with a win. Chinooks will tie for first with a win. And this one smoked right field, but it is going to be foul. That ball was smoked. But it's just a loud, long foul ball. 3 big swings from Skinner. Twos are wild on the board. Jensen comes set. Checks the runner at second. Checks him one more time. And this one's popped way up. Hurst will call everybody off and make the catch. So Oilers tack on one more on a single. 6-4 Oilers. Chinooks looking to rally in the top of the 8th. We'll be right back.
We here at the Oilers are always doing something fun at the baseball field. Nice nights, ladies' night. We have a day off tomorrow, and on Saturday, Chinooks Peninsula Food Bank is hosting their day here at the park. Gates open at 6:30 p.m. I'm sorry, 5:30 p.m. First pitch is 6:30. If Lynch can bring 2 non-perishable item chicken in for free. $50 is the price of the ticket. I got 3 tickets in my hand. We're running down on prizes. Grab those pink tickets out. 014-894. Next one, 014-887. Last of the pink tickets for this round, 014-883. Now with this one, I am going to make a lot of people happy. Pull out the blue tickets. Got your blue tickets? We've got a $400. 093121. I hope that's your blue ticket. 093121. Go visit the ladies down in the soup shack. Let's have for this next we got the number 1, Chugiak-Eagle. Nice. And let's go 2-4, Kirby Jakin.
All right, so up comes the Kerbler, Kirby Jenkins. Little sidearm action from who I believe they said this is Killian DeMaio. See what the number is. Looks like number 9, so this will be Killian out of Johnson University. And that is not going to be a strike, so quickly 2-0 on the Kerbler. So 6-4 Oilers. They tacked on one more in the last inning. That's going to miss, so 3-0 to Kirby Jenkins. Heart of the order coming up for the Chinooks. Like I said, Jenkins, Weston, Whip, and after him is Kai Butler. And there's your automatic. So 3-1. This one's going to be hit to shortstop and bobbled, and that is going to be an error. So a gift from the Oilers infield to Kirby Jenkins. As up comes number 17, Phoenix West. We will take that. A little bit of help. So Jenkins at first, West up to the plate. Ripped a single down the first baseline in his last at-bat. Some of the quickest hands you'll see. Really knows how to get to a baseball. And that one's going to miss outside, so 1-0. This one, big rip from West. It's going to be fouled back into the parking lot. This one's going to be fouled back to the parking lot once again. So like I said, Danny Slasky getting warm in the Chinooks bullpen. The lefty sidearmer out of Masters University. And way outside, and that's going to get away from Oakley as Jenkins gets another gift. So to second, Kirby goes, and now a runner in scoring position for one of the best hitters on this Chinooks team. So 2-2 count, runner on second in Jenkins. And another foul ball. Bunch of free souvenirs for the kids tonight. Jenkins gets his lead at second. West looking for the pitch. Looking to drive one into any gap down the line, up the middle. Just find some grass. And he's going to watch that one miss away. So full count. Big, big, big opportunity here for the Chinooks. They can work a couple runs home, tie it up, maybe even take the lead. West with a patient, hard-fought at-bat so far. And a line drive as that one's going to eat up the shortstop once again. As a little gimpy running through the bag is West, but a hard hit baseball to Shane Cannon over there at short, and now it's first and second. Nobody out for Cal Whip. Hopefully Phoenix is okay. I don't know if he hit the bag weird, but he's kind of limping a little bit, rubbing his knee. So hopefully we don't have another knee injury tonight. Whip is going to show bunt. Lusky's going to crash, and he's going to pull, and that's going to be called strike one. Some small ball for the Chinooks here. Whip gets the sign from Babe. He's going to show it early once again. And he's going to pull. It's going to be a little bit more outside, so 1-1. That's how it's been all summer. Whip will show early once again. And he will lay it down beautifully. They're going to go to third. And a great play from DeMoyer. A great play there. So now it's first and second, one away. That's a tough play to make. And he made it. So out comes the coach. Kai Butler gets to take a deep breath before his at-bat. Tough break there. A good bunt laid down by Whip. Maybe needed to get a little bit more down the third baseline. He'd have been okay, but out comes DeMaio, and in comes, for the third time in this series, I want to say this is Isaac Fernandez? Or is this Ramirez? Is this Fernandez or Ramirez? In comes the right-hander Nathaniel Ramirez for the third time in this series. Oh, wait, 39. This is Russ Martin. So in comes Russ Martin, number 39, out of the University of Arkansas. So some SEC talent for the Oilers. It's sometimes hard to see these numbers on these pink jerseys for the Oilers tonight. So sorry if there's some wrong names called, but the Chinooks had a really good opportunity there. First and second, nobody out. Whip lays down a bunt. DeMaio goes to third with it and beats Kirby Jenkins to the bag with the throw. So first and second, one out. So Martin is ready to go. Up comes Butler. Going to move some guys around, find a gap, something to try and tie this baseball game up. That one's going to miss high. So 1-0 to Butler. Hurst on deck. And I think it's Tate Green in the hole who came in defensively for Nick Moyer. And that one's going to be in there for strike one. So 1-1 count, one away. Runners at first and second. That one's going to be in the dirt. Not going to get past Oakley. A good block there from him. So 2-1. West trying to play mind games over there at second. And a ground ball. A candy hop to Cannon, and that is going to be turned for a double play. Chinooks apply some pressure and can't get anything out of it. Unfortunate there. The score stays 6-4. We head to the bottom of the 8th. So up comes Shane Cannon. Jensen back on the mound for the Chinooks. First pitch in there for a strike. So Jensen looking to get out of this one scoreless, and Chinooks going to have to be forced to put up some runs in the top of the 9th to try and tie it and extend this game and give themselves a chance in this series as this one's fouled back. Count moves to 0-2. Had a great opportunity with first and second, nobody out. And a bunt back to the pitcher, went to third, got the out there. And then they got the ground ball double play to end the inning. And this one's going to be chopped over the right side to Green. Makes the easy play, and that'll be the first out of the inning, as our Eagle friends have returned to the field. Up comes Nolan Graw. And a big swing and a miss. This one will be fouled back into the parking lot as well. This one's going to be pulled over to Green once again. And he will make the easy throw to first. So pretty similar plays for the first two outs. Jensen gets two ground balls, and up comes the center fielder, Mark Nellis. And this one's going to be flared out to Kirby Jenkins in right field. So a quick 1-2-3 inning for Jensen to get the Chinooks back up to the plate, seeing if they can work some of that comeback magic. Down by 2. It's now or never to give themselves a chance to win this series, and we'll be right back.
shout out to our sponsors. Local members, Tide Yoga, Walk and Roll, and Naked Aesthetics. 014-898-014-908. And the last ticket of the night, 301-376. On the mound, we have number 17, Kevin O'Pannell.
All right, here we go. One last inning, possibly, here in Kenai. 6-4 Oilers. Chinooks looking to rally here in the top of the ninth. In comes the Oilers closer, Kevin O'Pannell, out of Monmouth University. Hurst looking to get the party started for the Chinooks. First pitch up and away, ball one. Looks like Slasky's still up and throwing in the Chinooks bullpen. Just in case this goes any further. This one swung on, hit pretty well, back at the track. Up and gone, finally! Drew Hurst, the first one of the year for the Chinooks, gets over the wall in right field, and we're within one. What a swing from Drew Hurst, turns on it and sends it over the right field wall. So 6-5 Oilers. Up comes Tate Green for his first at-bat of the game. That one's going to be just low. So a 1-0 count. Carter Reed on deck, and then back up to the top to Reese Vassar. Everybody was kind of held in suspense at that. Thought the right fielder may have made the grab. But finally, at long last, the Chinooks have a home run. And that one's going to be down the middle for strike one. So 2-1. This one's going to be lifted to right field. No man's land in play, but hauled in by the right fielder. So one away. So up comes the first baseman, Carter Reed. Looking to get on for the top of the lineup. And once again, another close one. Some more theatrics as that one's gonna be caught! What a play from Luke Skinner. That one looked like it was gonna get down. A great play from the second baseman to wipe away a base hit. So up comes Reese Vassar with Pruneau on deck. Vassar looking to keep the Chinooks alive. That one's going to miss up. Just an unfortunate break for Carter Reed. Got a bat to a ball, but just an even better play from Skinner. This one's going to be fouled straight back. That one's going to miss low. So 2-1. Can't ask for much better baseball from these two teams this week. We have seen it all. Oilers with a 1-run lead. Reese looking to keep the Chinooks' hopes of a series win alive. And that one's going to catch the outer half. So twos are wild on the board. 2-2 count. 2 outs. Reese looking to extend the game. And a little, excuse me, swing to the second baseman Skinner, and the Oilers sneak by in the 5th game of the series. A 3-2 series win for the Oilers. An unfortunate loss for the Chinooks. A 6-5 loss. The comeback hopes were there. They just couldn't complete it. Unfortunate, but a fun series nonetheless. We thank the Oilers for hosting us all week. Just fun baseball. But we thank you for watching on the stream. We thank everybody for coming out, all the Chinooks fans that have traveled all the way to Kenai. We wish for safe drives back for everybody tonight. And once again, we appreciate you watching, and we will see you back in Anchorage against the Pilots on Sunday.